Alright, for tonight's meditation, I'm going to meditate on visualizing the object of refuge, developing a wish to go for refuge, understanding my three jewels as suitable objects of refuge. I'm not going to read all of it out because I don't think people should become dependent on just this YouTube channel. I think people should actually use Geshe-la's books. Okay. So I'm just going to indicate where to look for the best kind of contemplation that I would recommend that I do in my own practice. So the pre-text before you do the preparatory practices, I'll read that bit out. If we realize why Buddha is a suitable object of refuge, we shall easily realize that the Dharma he taught and the Sangha who follow his advice are also suitable objects of refuge. By meditating on these good qualities, we shall develop confidence and faith in Buddha, the Dharma he taught, and the Sangha who are sincerely practicing Dharma. So you do your preparatory practices, such as the first half of Heart Jewel, and then you pause after receiving the blessings. Visualizing the objects of refuge. We visualize Buddha Shakyamuni surrounded by all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas like the full moon surrounded by stars. When we visualize our spiritual guide as Lama Losang Tubwang Dorje Shang, we are recognizing that he is one with all the Buddhas. In particular, there are four main aspects we are relating to. Buddha Shakyamuni is a supreme emanation body. Manifest another form as an emanation body, appearing as an ordinary being. Later, when times had become even more impure, Tsongkhapa manifested again as an ordinary being, this time in the aspect of our spiritual guide. I'll read in 3 verses from Shantadeva's Guide to the Bodhisattva's Way of Life, Chapter 4, verses 13 to 15. Even though there have been countless Buddhas in the past working to benefit all living beings, because I have so many karmic obstacles, I have not been a direct object of their care. And if I remain like this, again and again, I shall have to experience sickness, incarceration, laceration, and mutilation in the lower realms. Since the appearance of a Tathagata, a Buddha, faith in his teachings, a precious human body, and a suitable basis for practicing Dharma are so rare, when will an opportunity like this arise again? friendly letter, Nagarjuna says that every day we should meditate on the sufferings of hell beings, hungry ghosts, and animals. I think we can remember that negative actions of body, speech, and mind will result in, if we don't purify our mind and gain realizations, these actions will finally result in a rebirth in the animal, hungry spirit, or hell realms, depending on how negative it is. The least negative is an animal rebirth, and the worst is a hell being rebirth. That's why we need to be mindful of our moral discipline, of our 3 dials of body, speech, and mind. Remember, these 3 realms are the results of such actions. By engaging in this meditation, we develop the wish. How wonderful it would be if I did not ever again have to take rebirth in the lower realms. How wonderful it would be if in all my future lives I were to take rebirth as a human or a god. By developing Dharma jewels, for example, if we gain continuous mindfulness on death, this will help us temporarily by reducing our desirous attachment and other delusions, and it will help us ultimately by leading us to meditate on emptiness and attain liberation. Okay, I guess the 3rd step of meditation might be understanding my 3 jewels as suitable objects of refuge. There are 4 main reasons why Buddha is a perfectly reliable source of guidance and can offer complete protection from suffering. 1. Buddha is free from all fear. 2. Buddha is very skillful in liberating all living beings. 3. Buddha has compassion for all living beings. 4. Buddha benefits all living beings whether or not they have helped him. And we conclude with the actual way of going for refuge. So these 4 main reasons can be found in Joyful Path of Good Fortune. I'm only going to read out a little bit so that you have to go and read the book yourself to find what I've done, what I've used for the contemplation. And you can go in with a dark pencil, like 2B or 3B, and a soft rubber, and you can like mark out which parts of the text I've used for the contemplation, so then you know how much to use, and you can reach a conclusion easily and hold that in your placement meditation. I only need a little bit. 1. Buddha is free from all fears. If Buddhas were not free from all kinds of fear, would not be able to offer help to others. 2. Buddha is very skillful in liberating all living beings. Even though Buddhas possess countless good qualities, they would be like an armless mother helplessly watching her children drown. So look in the Joyful Path of Good Fortune and in the chapter on refuge. and it should be obvious where, fill in the gaps. Three, Buddha has compassion for all living beings. Once Devadatta became seriously ill. With these words, Devadatta instantly recovered. And 4, Buddha benefits all living beings, whether or not they have helped him. In their love for all living beings, Buddhas benefit others. But we are not unconditionally kind to others. The actual way of going for refuge. All Buddhas, Bodhisattvas and holy beings, please protect me and all living beings from the various sufferings, fears and dangers of samsara. Please bestow your blessings upon our body and mind. I'll repeat this 3 times, so it's a good idea to memorize this and hold this in your placement meditation. All Buddhas, Bodhisattvas and holy beings, please protect me and all living beings from the various sufferings, fears and dangers of samsara. Please bestow your blessings upon our body and mind. All Buddhas, Bodhisattvas and holy beings, please protect me and all living beings from the various sufferings, fears and dangers of samsara. Please bestow your blessings upon our body and mind. Thank you. Good night.